Can you hear the ice? This is incredible. This is the moment I was waiting for. This is something that I was visualizing. I'm sitting here with a mic that I'm holding in my hand like Emma Chamberlain. This is a beginning of an era, and I actually want to share with you how much better I feel. If you know me at least a little bit, I've been battling. Okay, first of all, let's thank God for this microphone. Let's thank God for this coffee. And let's thank God that we have the ability to communicate in this way. Let me tell you how much better it is right now. Still feel this anxious feeling of, should I trust it? I know that I shouldn't focus on how long it will last. I know that I shouldn't focus on if it's forever. Like, it definitely up and down, stuff like that. We know it already. And I think I finally crossed this stage of realizing what has just happened. What has been happening for the past 2.5 years. I'm not going to tell you in details, but I think the chapter is closed, and I can't believe I'm saying this because it's been the most formative years of my life. And I was saying, 2021 was one of the most difficult years of my life. Then I was saying 2022 is the most difficult year of my life, the most transformative, the most life-changing. And now I can say, guys, this was a stage. This was like a mark. This was a whole chapter. This was big. This was so crucial for the character development and everything. And now I can share how to navigate it, because it's been literally the most difficult thing I had to go through. So I've dealt with, if I was different, if I had a different personality, I would just drop names of some mental illnesses here. But I do not identify as mentally ill, and I never was mentally ill. I actually don't think there is something like being mentally ill. You are destabilized, you are ungrounded, and you just need more assistance and time, energy, information, rest, whatever it is. It's very unique to each situation. You're never mentally ill. Mentally ill implies that there's something broken in you, like inherently wrong with you, because physical illness is like, yeah, right, it's your body, you can fix it. When someone says you're mentally ill, when actually like doctors give you this diagnosis and you're like, so like, what is wrong with me? It's like, it's not as physical. So it seems like something is wrong with you in your depth, in your core, which is absolutely not true. I identify as a healthy person. My pronouns are health, wellness, girly. Like when people are like, so I got anxiety, I got depression, I have BPD, DPD. Stop. You are battling challenges. You really don't need all these labels. At some point I was like, okay, give me all the labels, give me everything. I just need to be saved. Like, I can't take this anymore. Not the solution. No specialist can help you. They can assist you, they can give you information, but there is a limit to what they can do, no matter how much they seem like they know what to do. Yeah. I don't know if that gave you hope or just stressed you more, but it's not what I wanted to talk about. All I needed was rest and less pressure. And I felt the need to do everything at once and achieve and succeed. I had such big expectations to like what I need to achieve by a certain age. And now I'm 18. And I'm just figuring out what I really actually wanted and liked at that time. Like, it wasn't actually all that, It's almost like my body is only now adjusting to the rhythm of how a human should exist. Because before it was just, okay, we gotta do this and we're running here. And we need to break this mental pattern because these people are not good for you. So we're no longer attending school. We're not going here. We're not hanging out with these people. We're not doing this. Actually, we're vegan now, so we need to take care of all of these things and educate ourselves on all of this. And not just eat right, but actually know what to tell people. So actually, let's read all of these books. And by the way, you're 16 and you said you were going to be a millionaire by 18. So read all these books and watch all these things. And then start a business and then do all this. But also school. What's with school? I don't like school. Let's not go to school ever. Okay. And then like all of these things piled up. And by the way, I don't have friends. Also 16. Hello. Went to my first party, stressed out. Okay, party's not for me. Everything went so fast and I was pressuring myself to be the best version of myself, to be the most successful human ever. And improve too fast. And I did all of that. I actually got out of my way. I did everything that my mind was telling me to do. I did all of the right things, but it was too fast and too much and all at once. Not the right combination. Like, truly, yes, improve. Yes, do better. Yes, do all of these things. Chase your dreams. Be crazy. Be called crazy. Happened to me. Like, it. You are going to be fine. You don't need to have, by this age, I will relax. You can actually go crazy with this one. You in nature, you have your energy. Why is energy called energy? It's your inner G, like life force. You have life force within you. And this force is very fluid. It's not like, what is energy? It's some kind of a matter, and this matter is fluid, so you need to flow like it for it to be able to flow through you naturally, you know what I mean? So why are you resisting change, or why are you resisting rest when it's actually what you need right now? Be more like water. Oh, Heinz said it. Heinz tweeted it or posted a thread about it. How did it go?
Be like water, flexible but strong like the current, moving with direction, with purpose.
Flexible. So water, you can turn it into ice. You can put it in a glass. It's, moving through the ocean and going into the river. It's like flowing and changing. It's very flexible all the time, but it's also moving with a straight purpose. Like it's a current. It's a river, It flows with a strong purpose. So be like water, Have this strong purpose in mind, have this goal, have this vision, be very focused. You know where you're going. And only because you know where you're going and you know that you cannot lose, you can chill and let yourself be molded into all of these things that you need to be molded in. You don't have to control the entire process. If you feel tired, obviously excuses can be excuses. Like, let's not be dumb. Like, if you're tired, still go to the gym. But if you are tired, don't go to the gym. It's very intuitive. It cannot be put into words. If you know what a burnout is, you know what I'm talking about. You can't let yourself achieve everything all at once. Universe wouldn't work that way. God wouldn't let you get all you want right away. So there is no need for you to waste all that energy in one day. Let's imagine a scenario in which your goal is, metaphorically, obviously, a six-pack in 7 days. There is no way in the world that a human can achieve this. I'm sorry, I have to break it to you. 7 days and a six-pack. Let's say that the starting point is like a normal human stomach. Not surgically, naturally, this is absolutely not achievable. Sorry. But delusion is great. It's fantastic. Long term, it works. But if you're actually expecting yourself to achieve a six-pack in a week, and you are treating it seriously, and you are moving with direction, you have the strength and self-belief, and you're doing 5 hours of ab exercises or crunches or any type of plank. You're standing in a plank 5 hours a day. And then the next day, and then the next day, and every day out of the week for 7 days. You are absolutely dead by day 8, and there is no abs. There is no abs. This is so destructive to your mental well-being. Not just this is not even a good word, mental well-being. This can actually break you as a person. Having strength, having purpose, having a routine, actually putting in the work, and by day 7 being absolutely crushed. You have no energy within you. Not at all. None. And no abs still. And logically, it was supposed to happen because that's what you told yourself. But it didn't. Now, when it's day 8, you can't even do a single ab crunch or any type of exercise. You don't have the energy for it. So you can't keep going. You can't keep the momentum. You can't be consistent because you're too low on the energy. Don't set such high expectations for yourself. Actually, let me reword it. Set extremely high expectations for yourself. Just do not give yourself a serious time limit. But we need to differentiate what is a crazy expectation Because if you want to lose 3 kilos in a month, fine. That's not a crazy expectation. That is a good goal. That is a good solid goal, achievable. A crazy expectation is but in a healthy way. A crazy expectation is for me to have a strong family in 5 years, like be solidified in my financial, mental, emotional, territorial freedom, expression, everything. Just have everything figured out and have a family and just build upon that, This is an insane 5 years. I'm 18. This is an insane goal. Also, me building a career that is allowing me to travel freely, move around the world, meet creative people, do what I love, and be inspired and constantly be fired up and excited about life and have a peaceful internal space, actually just be so in love with life, have amazing people around me and do all these creative things and affect the society in a positive way and be able to help others with all this peace and love that I accumulated within me and all the things that I figured out. To be able to do that in 5 years while having a family, or being in the process of building it, something like that, just being in a partnership that is so strong and a union that will be able to birth life, That's a crazy expectation. That is a crazy goal. But it's achievable. And this 5-year time limit is fluid. I'm not attaching myself to it. I'd be happy if that happened in 10 years. 5-year limit it's a serious time limit. It's I'm giving myself 5 years. I would love this in 5 years. But I'm not treating it like a marathon runner who is preparing to win, I'm definitely working towards it, but I'm not treating it OD seriously. It would be too much for me to actually have every day planned and work 5 hours a day on this and this and that because I have this specific date in mind when I'm getting married. Relax. Just relax. You sound crazy right now. You can't control some things. Enjoy your life. You are so young. I don't know what else to tell you. This is just obvious. But I know that you want to live a good life. I know that you want to succeed. Everything will come in time. You can't manifest realizations. You can, you're manifesting realizations every day. I mean, you can't ask for something to happen in a week and be so I want to have this realized so I can move forward, so I can do this and that because I want to move forward. You want to move forward. Do you need to move forward? You don't know what stage of the flow, of what part of the current you're flowing in right now. Only God knows that. So why don't you give that power to God and just be bro, help me out here. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just trust. And it's not being irresponsible, inactive, or ignorant, or lazy. It's the most productive thing you can do. It's actually the strongest activity of all. Resting. Just chilling out. Being like water. Trust me, I know that. There is one more thing that I really need you to realize. You are a machine. You are, maybe let's not give you, because I don't know who is watching me. This can trigger some people. I don't want to be I need to watch my words. You have a tank of some sort. You have this glass that has a limit, and you have energy in it. We already figured this out. Energy is your inner life force. It is stored within you. Breath, air. You have it within you. You can use it. This is 250 milliliters, I guess. So your tank has this space in it, and it has a limit, right? So you have this much energy. And remember the analogy with getting abs? You have 7 days to achieve a goal, and you're using half the glass in the first day. Your body is a very smart biological machine. It knows how to restore itself, and it will. So the next day, if you get proper rest, let's say you get 5% of that half of the glass back. Still not enough, because the second day, you're consistent. You're getting the goal. You're actually, I set on the prize. So you're spending another half of the glass, and you're left with the amount that I have here of coffee, you know. And so by that day, you're just, I don't know what you're running on. Like, it's insane. It's like you're exhausted. And it's, your body is still like, okay, we're restoring. We see that you're working, we need to restore. You're restoring a little bit, so you're somewhere here, and the next day you're using another half. Come on. It's so unsustainable. It doesn't equate with self-love. It's literally unconscious self-harm. It's you over-stressing your body to the point that it can't self-regulate. These are obviously not exact measurements of energy that is being used, but you get the point. Over time, if you're spending more than you're able to regenerate, you're going to run out of energy. So when you're out of energy, this can manifest like diseases, like illnesses of all sorts. It can be mental. I already said that I don't like the term mental illness, but whatever. Some kind of psyche hiccups or literal physical illnesses. My grandpa died of lung cancer when I was little. I believe that most of the illnesses, like actually I think 90% of them are very psychosomatic. Everything is because of what you're dealing with mentally, how you're approaching things, and what you're experiencing in your mental space. And that's how it reflects on your physical. So I actually, right now, I'm in the process of getting out of this psychosomatic bronchitis. Yay! I've never been sick for more than, I guess, 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. And now it's the 5th or the 6th week of having bronchitis. I think it's even longer, like 7 weeks, I guess. It's insane. I've been coughing. It has a lot of like physical things that also happened to me that might have provoked it. But generally, I researched that it's very psychosomatic. And the reason for this is that your lungs can't actually, subconsciously, you don't allow yourself to take a full breath. Because you feel like you subconsciously can't really feel free in a room. Like you don't feel like you can, like you need to be relieved, you know? You're always very alert, always very cautious, always very careful with everything, with your words, always like expecting to be punched in the face. And it's actually a helpful response, and you need to be grateful for it. It's a mechanism that your body figured out how, like, to save you. If there was actually danger, you'd be able to react. PTSD is caused by very traumatic events, and it shows up as your body telling you that there is danger when there is no danger. So I was feeling like there was danger when there was none. So my body couldn't really breathe properly. I couldn't sleep normally. I couldn't express normally. I wasn't breathing properly. I actually was physically, unconsciously doing something that developed this physical illness, right? Also, I run in the cold, but that's besides the point. I helped it a bit, a tiny little bit. I just wanted to share that I feel very relieved right now. I don't want to say I'm happy, because I'm definitely not happy. Like I'm still struggling, but I feel relieved at this moment. For the past few days, the weather has been sunny. I'm very grateful for that. But no, I genuinely feel like some kind of a chapter is just closed. I'm able to observe everything that happened to me throughout these 3 years, almost 3, like 2.5. And I can observe what actually happened objectively. And I can see my mistakes. I can take action in a conscious manner. Learn from my mistakes actively, you know? Approach it in a new way that I actually know that will work because I tried. This was the most traumatic 3 years of my life. I've never been through so much. This was like one of those 3 formative years of your life, you know? I just went through them. This was 15, 16, 17, and now I'm 18. Like, we're here. We can breathe out, I feel like. We're close to actually, you know, getting to the stage where we can say that we got out of this, you know? Everyone has these few formative years. This was my period of time. I'm exhausted. That's actually all I can say. Just give yourself love and space and time and grace. When you're growing up, you're learning how to parent yourself. And it's a natural process because you actually need for your body to regulate to be able to treat yourself like a child that you truly love. because you are a child that you actually need to truly wholeheartedly love and treat with kindness and respect, and also expect from this child to do certain things at certain times, because you need to have a routine. You cannot stay up all night. What is this about? You're not allowed to do that. You need to also have a set of rules with your kid. You can't let the kid do anything because you love them. It's not how this works. This needs to be a productive relationship, a partnership with yourself. It's strengthening. It's beautiful. Just let yourself rest and listen to your body and listen to whatever you actually feel, and not what everyone is telling you to do. Especially with all the hustle culture and grind. Can't hurt me. They don't know me, son. I've been there. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's stories of very strong people who've been through a lot, who transmuted their pain into strength. It's insane. And I did that also. It did help me. I love David Goggins. But you are your own human being, and please listen to your body. Listen to your own path. Give yourself grace. You really need it. Like, you actually deserve it. I wish I could hug you right now. Rest is your best friend. Everything happens in silence. Everything happens in stillness. You feel like it's a setback. Like it's holding you back from all the success that you can potentially achieve. But you resting, you taking a moment to breathe, you relaxing, you pausing, is the complete opposite. It's actually you proactively building your strength to be able to achieve more. Try it out, literally. Rest. It really does get better. Just be silent, meditate, breathe, eat well, sleep a lot. I've been saying this too much, but regulate your nervous system. All of these mental things are actually physical. It's all connected. Your nervous system is a physical thing in your body that needs to be assisted with its regulation if you've overworked yourself, if it's an actual burnout. Give yourself that space. You're not going to lose all the success or whatever you're working on. You're actually just going to help yourself achieve more in that way and just be more fulfilled in doing nothing.